Hi everyone, I just want to go through assignment 1 with you. So as we talked about last week, assignment 1 is a group project. You will be working with partners for this. It is worth 10%, it is due week 4, and it will be a video. So remember, no more than 4 in your group. You have to go to Blackboard and self-enroll in the group. You can only be in one group at a time, so if you've put yourself in a group, you can't be in 2 groups at one time, and you can't take yourself out of the group that you put yourself in by accident. Make sure you sign up for the right time. So you're either in AM or PM, meaning whichever class you're in on Thursday. If you're in my morning class, that's the one you sign up for. If you're in my afternoon class at 2 o'clock, that's the one you sign up for. In the presentation, everybody is to equally participate. There needs to be a video portion in the corner of your faces, and there needs to be the PowerPoint in the background. Use Screencast-O-Matic, and the link is in the assignment, to do your video. Be sure you practice ahead of time so you're familiar with it. There is allowable pauses, and you can rewind, and you can edit right within it. But don't leave it to the last minute. You need to research whatever product it is or whatever aid that you've picked. So remember, at the end of this assignment, there is the list. You will have signed up for one of these, and you need to thoroughly research it and the different types. Remember, you're giving this to your classmates so that they don't have to do the same research, so that each of you can get a lot out of it. So what are the major brand names of that aid? What are some of the price points at various stores? So you will need to decide who's going to go to what stores. We don't need a lot, but a few is enough. So like a Walmart, a Shoppers Drug Mart, for example. Whatever the product is, maybe there's different brands of that same product. How do they compare to each other? What are the active ingredients? So this is only for ones that actually have ingredients in it, such as toothpaste, mouthwash, those types of things. A toothbrush doesn't have an active ingredient. Who is the person that that aid is really meant for? So it could be that it's anybody, or it could be that it's very specific types of person or patient, or a patient with something very specific. You need to do a demonstration on Dexter or a person in the video. So remember, using that web camera and making sure it's clear. Again, practice this ahead of time so you see how it looks to everybody else. Look at how the product is marketed. So are there commercials for it? Are there ads for it in magazines, on TV, on the internet? What does the research say? You need to find 2 evidence-based articles or research about this particular aid. This is very critical to the assignment. Look on CDHA, ODHA, Cochrane Canada, or the company that makes the product, or all of those places, to find out what the research is saying about flossing or about mouth rinses, for example. You need to keep your video to 7 to 10 minutes. You do not have to hand in a written report. You just have to upload your link to YouTube for me, and then your PowerPoint presentation so I can take a closer look at it. Include as well recommendations that you would give your colleagues. So what you think of the product. Perhaps you've tried the product for the last week and you want to give your personal opinion of the product. Also, who you would recommend this product for. So what types of clients. Screencast-O-Matic is here, the click right there for you. Again, you can put videos, commercials in your presentation, but they can't be too long, so you only have 7 to 10 minutes. I don't want a 3-minute commercial or video in your presentation. Every group member will be given the same mark. This is the kind of where do I start, what do I do, and I've gone through that already, but make sure you read this clearly. Once you're done your project, you're going to upload it. Only one of you needs to upload it to me in Blackboard. And then in week 5, you will have an opportunity to submit a journal for me after watching 3 of the presentations. You can watch all of the presentations. I will post them all. However, you only have to watch 3 that you would discuss to me in a journal. And that is basically the assignment. The rubric is here. Make sure you've looked it over. So organization is worth 4, that you're presenting in a logical, interesting sequence, and the presentation is within time limit. You will lose marks if it's too short or too long. The demo, you did a demo, modifications are provided if appropriate, easy to see. The marketing, a good variety of products were provided, price points were provided, target audience, and a good discussion around how the product is marketed. Evidence, so this one's worth 10 marks. Good evidence regarding research claims by companies, 2 or more credible research reviews discussed. Subject knowledge, the group demonstrates full knowledge by answering questions with explanations and elaboration. So there's not going to be a lot of questions asked of you. You have to assume what questions a client would ask or what your colleagues might ask you and attempt to answer those questions in your presentation. Graphics, visual aids, eye contact is all very important, and don't just read off notes because you will lose marks. The PowerPoint needs to have no misspellings or grammatical errors, and we need to be able to hear you, so clear voice, precise pronunciation, and the video is clear. That is assignment 1. Should you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask.